Hi, Cancer, and welcome to your May Spirit Guide tarot messages. I'm going to start off by pulling 3 cards here to see the overall energy and what your spirit guides would like you to focus on the most for the month of May, Cancer. So let's see what comes out for you guys. All right, Cancer, so we have some first house energy, projected image, what people think of you, what people see of you, what you want people to think of you and feel about you, seeing you. Now we got some Pisces energy coming in. I open you. So big time shift of energy taking place internally, Cancer. And lastly, cusp. Teamwork brings success. So Cancer, so far, what I see happening here is there may be some changes in your life, but this to me looks much, much more internal than external. There's, with projected image coming out first, there's something about yourself where you're like, I want to change this. I don't want people to think that, or I don't want people to so easily know certain things about me. Like if you have a very giving heart and you feel like you've been taken advantage of over and over, you want to preserve that beautiful giving heart, but it's like, I don't want people to just see that about me and want to take advantage of that. It's like you want to maintain that element of yourself but keep it more hidden. Now that's just an example of what I'm trying to express here when I say there's things we want to keep hidden about ourselves. It doesn't feel like a negative thing to me. It feels like more of self-preservation. Like I don't want to lose this part of myself, or I don't want to grow bitter and cold and hateful and all these things because of XYZ. So I'm going to hold this much, much closer to my chest, and I'm not going to project outwardly as that's a part of who I am, even though it is, and it's hugely significant. It's holding it very close to your chest, okay? Now, with Pisces energy coming out with I open you, Cancer, I feel like you're right in how you want to self-preserve. However, there's somebody or maybe somebody you listen to that's really good at giving advice, whether you know them in person, it's somebody you watch on YouTube, it's your minister at your church, just whatever. There's somebody that can help you in this process, okay? Because you know what, I get, like, some of you are like, screw it, I'm never going to help anybody again, or I'm never going to do this, I'm never going to do that. And Spirit's like, no. Teamwork brings success. When you shut off and you close down, you think you're punishing others, but you're really cutting yourself off from Spirit and, obstructing your life journey. And so Spirit's sending in the troops to help you out, to help you see how to hold certain things to your chest and for self-preservation, and how to better discern certain individuals, because there's people that are going to come into your life that are never going to harm you, that are never going to take advantage of you, because it's just not their character. But there are people out there who are going to come into your life, and that's their agenda, and it doesn't matter if it's you or somebody else. It doesn't matter what you've done for them, the bond you think that you have with them. If that was their agenda, that was their agenda. That is who they are, and you cannot personalize it like, well, what's wrong with me? Why didn't they care about me? Wasn't what I did enough? And Spirit's like, no, it's that person, and it's not you. And you can't close off certain aspects and elements of yourself because of some bad apples that you have encountered along your journey, along the way. Because in cutting yourself, cutting those things off in yourself for others, you in turn cut yourself off from those things from others in return. All right, teamwork brings success, and Spirit's really wanting you to see it in a deep, deep sense of soul, not in the intellect, because the intellect can get very tangled up with ego, right? And Spirit's like, no, don't lose the best parts of you because somebody else was not a good seed, okay? So let's pull some dice here. Okay, so we have the Lovers, we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Ten of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, the Ten of Wands. Okay, so yeah, Cancer, listen. There's some divine intervention showing up, and this really is 100% about you guys got burned somehow, some way, whether it was romantic, it was in the workplace, it was with a friend, it was with the family member, it was just maybe with the situation. I feel for more of you, it was with a person, a very high probability of being a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Okay, doesn't have to be, could be a Taurus or a Pisces. I mean, we do have that energy, some Gemini also coming through. However, it's like somebody really burned you, all right? And you were like, never again. Or it's like somebody led you the whole time, making you think one thing, just in the end to totally drop you on your butt, reject you, stab you in the back, not be there for you in return. There's just some element here where something near and dear to your heart and your soul screwed you over. And you were like, you know what? That is it. Never again. And now Spirit's coming in saying, Cancer, that's not the answer. I know that that's what you feel. And you have every right to your emotions and what you're going through. You know, you have to filter through them. You have to work through them. However, closing yourself off, trying to erase the sweetness, the giving, the good, that's not the answer. It's more about discernment. And Spirit is like totally like right in the center of your reading, Cancer, and like I'm going to open you to these new perspectives, these new concepts, and you're on my team, okay? And whether you do spiritual work or not, Spirit's coming in saying, no, you're on my team. And I gave you that heart for a reason. I gave you that soul for a reason. And yes, there are people that hurt you and take advantage of you. It's because their soul isn't grown like yours. They're still learning life lessons that you achieved many lifetimes ago, Cancer. And just as, you know, you've got to look at it this way. Those of you who have children, you know, children can be a handful and, oh, I hate you, and da 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 da. And it hurts, you know, but one ear out the other, because you're like, okay, you know, they're kids, they're growing, and it's a process, you know, and there's a level of tolerance that you give for that because of the level of maturity. You know, they haven't gone through life like you. They're still learning, they're still growing. And so oftentimes, you know, people that come into your life that really harm you, it's one of two things. At a soul level, they're still evolving through things that you've completed long ago, or at some point on their life journey, somebody or several somebodies have hurt them so badly that they did let the sweetest and best parts of themselves go in an effort of self-preservation, and you see the result of that. So even if you have been on the receiving end of somebody like that, don't forget how it made you feel and the way it left you. You don't want to dispense that energy back out to anybody, not to the person who did it to you, or not to anybody else that could come along, okay, in your life. Because that it's there's no point in that. It's end the cycle. change the energy, transmute the experience. And I really see that coming through strongly for Cancer in May. It's like recognize the level of consciousness that you've been dealing with, and realize who you are. And you don't need to lose the best parts of you because somebody could not appreciate it. They're either not grown spiritually, or somebody hurt them pretty badly at some point on their life journey, and that's why they're giving that harm out. Okay, break the cycle. So let's pull some more tarot, Cancer. Okay, so we have the 10 of Lessons. Yeah, this is, it's been a very long, painful, challenging journey for some of you. I have to say, this card did come out in Gemini's reading, all right? And the Lovers is the depiction of Gemini, so some of you, this very well could involve a Gemini. Wow, and look at this. We have the 3 of Lessons coming out under the 5 of Pentacles. This is heartache. This is heartbreak. Yeah, you guys have been through quite a lot in some situation or relationship in your life that is near and dear to your heart. And it, like, maybe for some of you, you feel like it almost destroyed you. And that's why you're like, never again, ever again. And Spirit's like, nope, I understand your perception there, but let's come around this way. Let me show you a different way to look at this. Not what happened to you, what you've been through, but what to do about it going forward for yourself, for self-preservation, without losing the best parts of who you are. Kids, look at this. Lessons mentor. Yeah, this mentor out of the 4 in this deck, this is the most challenging. This is the most painful. It's the most intense. And with this card, it says, no matter the heartache and the pain, don't lose the lesson in all of this, because it's truly life-changing. And I just have to point out, lessons, lessons, lessons mentor. So Cancer, some of you have been going through some pretty intense stuff, okay? But we got the 10 here, just at the, and we got 2 10s here. So to me, that's like at the point of, I can't take anymore, I'm gonna snap. It's like, nope, you've reached the end of this, okay? Yes, because look at the card that comes out next, the 6 of Lessons. Yes, you have reached the end of this. It's time for tranquility. It's time for a new experience, all right? And that's what Spirit's leading you to right here, the butterfly. You are the butterfly. Don't lose the best parts of yourself, okay? Because of somebody else. Those people were just karmic entanglements. You had karmic contracts with them, Cancer, and those contracts have been fulfilled, all right? And you're ready to move on. And I have to say, your reading is very similar to Gemini's reading, to be honest. So if you have any strong Gemini in your natal chart, this is about a Gemini person. I highly recommend Gemini's video as well. Even if you don't, man, they're just so similar to each other, but they're both turning out good. Like, we're done with these karmic contracts. So let's pull some clarity. Yeah, look at this. Lessons, 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 karmic entanglements. Cancer, you just had a huge karmic purge, and Saturn just went retrograde. Saturn is the planet of karma, and for you guys, I feel like now we move into the period of reward, okay? The present, sign, dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Cancer, Spirit's really bringing you a lot of information that way. Also, 10 of Lessons in the presence, telling me that in May is when things really change for you, okay? Beyond time, coins. So listen, with this, You're being given a lot of guidance, especially around financial situations. So some of you, this could have everything to do with the job, okay, or just somebody that owes you money, something around money. But if you see coins, you start finding a lot of coins, that's letting you know Spirit's been guiding you and is guiding you through this. You are like to the end of it though. Consciousness, eagle, yeah, all of this has expanded you and your consciousness in ways that could have never happened otherwise. Cancer, could have never happened otherwise. Yep, destiny, okay? Under this shifting of energy, moving to tranquil waters, all you've been through, now you are rewarded. It is your destiny. This is like whatever we've been going through has not been for nothing. We've been clearing some karma here. And look at this, angel guidance, feathers, yes. So what I see for you guys is coins and feathers, okay? You're seeing coins and feathers. That's Spirit saying, Cancer, I'm right here with you. I have never left you. You're on the right path. Trust this. You're expanding. This is part of your destiny. You had karma to complete and fulfill, because what's coming up ahead, is so beautiful, okay? It's just like, don't give up. Don't let go. Don't give in. Don't do it, Cancer, because you're almost there. And you've been through hell and back based on these cards, and now it is time for your reward, okay? And who you become and your consciousness expansion just, again, could have never happened otherwise. So let's pull an outcome and advice. Outcome, obstructed view. You're scared. You can't see the road ahead. Spirit's saying, listen, trust me. Don't lose the best parts of yourself. You are so at the end of this intensity. Yeah, and look at perception shift. That's your advice. Spirit's saying, don't give in. Don't close off, because you are on my team. You are part of my team, and I need you. And I see that you are suffering, and I see that you've been going through it. But this is part of your life journey, and now you've done the work. You've walked that part of your journey. The worst is now behind you, okay? An example, again, of parenthood, where sometimes you got to give your kids tough love, right? Because it's like they're not getting it, they're not learning, or you know that life isn't easy. It isn't a cakewalk, and life happens to all of us. So with this, Spirit's like, I have never, ever left you for one moment. And as you transition into this beautiful new energy and experience, you will come into the full understanding of why everything had to play out the way that it did, despite the pain. But healing comes in, all right? After the storm is the rainbow, and Spirit's coming in to heal you very, very deeply and remind you that you are on Spirit's team. Spirit has never left you. You just had to get through this. This is like spiritual boot camp right here, and just lessons across the board attached to karmic entanglements, Cancer. It was a big, big purge and resolution of karmic energies. So coins and feathers, look through for those, in the month of May. Those are your confirmation that all I've said here is true, and to not give up and keep pushing forward. The shift is happening. It's part of your destiny. You've done the work, okay? So those are your messages, Cancer. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.